Hokkaido is the second largest island in Japan, a picturesque region in the north that for now is eerily quiet. They're in lockdown here for a second time during this pandemic. A state of emergency declared again after they tried to return to normal too fast. Did they get it wrong?
I think that was a wrong decision, yes.
Professor Kazuto Suzuki is from Hokkaido University. After an early outbreak in this region, they quickly got on top of case numbers, limiting new infections to 1 or 2 a day, just like states in Australia. He believes when people there saw the decrease, they became complacent, wanting to get back to work and breathe life again into the local economy. Then, in 1 week, infections jumped nearly 1,000%. The decision, was it forced because people were just getting too impatient? They wanted their freedom back.
Yeah, they wanted to have a freedom back. There was a huge pressure on the society, economy, and industry. So we couldn't be able to continue the state of emergency much longer.
Your second wave is now worse than your first wave.
The second wave is bigger than the first wave, yes. So this has been a serious problem, and the second wave is definitely bigger than the first.
If you had your time again there, you'd definitely be doing things differently, I'd imagine.
Yes, I think we do. I think the most important thing is that we shall send the different message. The message of lifting the state of emergency was a wrong message because it gives a sort of sense of feeling that the threat is gone and everything is back in normal.
It's the same balancing act that our leaders need to manage as well. Australia's economy is being crippled, so there really is an urgency when it comes to easing off some of the restrictions. But get it wrong, and the fear is that we too could be savaged by a second wave of infections. Professor, are we through the worst of it?
No, I don't think we are.
Professor James McCaw is an epidemiologist at Melbourne University and warns we need to accept this is going to be a very slow burn.
To me, this is a little bit like a marathon. It feels like we're way into it, but we're only a kilometre in. So that first kilometre is hard. I hope the next 41 aren't so difficult, but they're still there's a lot of kilometres to go.
I think most Australians would feel like we've passed the halfway mark.
Yeah, look, and psychologically, that's a natural thing. I feel like that as well. But I also know from my profession and my experience studying how diseases spread and knowing enough about this virus, that we are at the start of that marathon.
One of Australia's biggest challenges in the coming months is actually the fact we've been so successful in limiting the spread of coronavirus. It means we have very little resistance to the disease in our population, which will significantly slow down how quickly we can reopen society. Can you give us a sense of the level of immunity you would need within the community for everyone to be safe to go out and resume life as normal, as opposed to the level of immunity we actually have now?
We're probably at somewhere around 1% immunity at the moment. To be able to prevent the disease from spreading or have it spread in a very slow and sporadic way, you're going to need upwards well over 50% of the population, possibly up to 70 or 80% of the population having immunity.
Impatience and complacency are two of the biggest dangers for Australia going forward, just like what happened in Japan. What's your message to Australians?
Don't take the lockdown for granted, and this is a very dangerous virus. You cannot relax. It is extremely dangerous because one day this asymptomatic person will infect others. And the power of transmission of this virus is extremely powerful.
Hello, I'm Tara Brown. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.